Yo guys, it's Blog Brothers here, and today we are bringing you a slightly different video, and there's a good reason for that. It's because we did a poll on our Twitter about a month ago, something like that, where we said, would you like to see a gadget bag video? In other words, would you like to see the sort of tech that we use on a day-to-day basis while shooting our vlogs? And I think about 20 of you said yes and 0 said no, so a lot of you wanted to see this video, so we thought, well, let's film it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. But don't forget, if you're not following us, all of our links are down below. It's at blog_brothers with a Z, and you can follow us over there, and that's where we post all of our stuff to keep you updated on new videos. So let's get straight into this cool video. Okay, so basically the first few things I wanted to mention is mainly the camera gear, because that is predominantly what we use on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so for taking the photos for our Instagram, we use the Canon 400D. Now it's a very old Canon camera. It was the one before they actually put video recording into it, so it doesn't shoot video, which is a really annoying feature. However, it does take pictures. The pictures are kind of alright, they're pretty good for an old camera, but I would like something a bit better. It kind of does alright. It's not very good with low light situations, but it's an alright camera to take some fairly good photos. It's better than a phone, and it's better than anything else we've got, so that's what we use really for our photography. Now, if you were wondering about the different lenses we use, well, the first thing we use is the kit lens that comes with the camera, and that is the 18 to 55mm lens. It's nothing amazing. In fact, it's pretty poor, to be honest, when you look at the different lenses you can get. The second lens we use is basically a massive zoom lens. You can get like much more zoom than this. It's just a pretty extensive zoom lens that we happen to have. 70 to 300mm lens, and it goes down to f4. I'm pretty sure it goes down to f4. Yeah, so it's f4. And it is the 70 to 300mm lens. There's a load of footage up at the moment on the screen that you can see. Now, it's a lens made by Canon. It's got auto stabilizer inside of it, so you can turn that on and off. And it's got two different modes, which I'm not quite sure what they do. And then you can do autofocus and manual focus on both of them. But obviously this camera doesn't shoot video, so you can't use it for video. Now, the second thing that we have in our tech bag is the MacBook 2008 edition. This is an incredibly old MacBook. It's 8 years old, and it's beginning to show, to be honest. You can't really use it for an awful lot. However, when we are mobile, when we're out somewhere and we need to do some video editing, that's what we use to do video editing. It is a bit of a pain in the neck to use, but you can get away with using it. If you're doing a small video, it does kind of set yourself on fire because it gets so hot, but we can sort of deal with it. When we edit at home, we do use the Mac Mini, but obviously that's not in our tech bag, and that's not a sort of day-to-day thing we use when we go out. Now, the third thing that is in our bag is the Joby Gorillapod. Now, this thing is basically just, you've probably heard of them, it's a very small tripod with loads of little blobs on it, and you can sort of bend it and you can wrap it around trees. You can wrap it around poles or anything, and you can set your camera up so you can take a photo. Or alternatively, what we use it for, and what a lot of YouTubers use it for, is a selfie stick. So put the camera on so you have it a bit further away, so you get a bit more in shot. So that's what we mainly use it for. There's not a lot else we really use it for. You can't put this massive Canon on it because it sort of collapses. And to be honest with you, the small little tripods aren't very good. They are about 20-30 quid, and there's a reason for that. It's because they always break. And you don't have much movement on the top of them. So if you actually have the money, I would get the actual big proper metal one. They are a lot better than these ones, but we don't, so we've got this one. Okay, so the fourth thing we have is the Extreme 4K GoPro style action camera. And all this thing does is just an action camera like a GoPro that shoots in 4K. It can shoot 1080p as well. We did do a review of this on our tech channel, so if you want to see that, the link will be in the description. It's a pretty good camera. It's a lot better than a lot of other action cameras you can get out there, but it's not quite on par with a GoPro camera. But the good thing is it is a lot cheaper than the GoPro camera, and it performs almost as well. So we have that. We use that when we go swimming, or if we do anything kind of a bit more action packed than just walking around, then we'll use that if we want to get a few different angled shots. That has a waterproof casing, and in this box you have a load of different things you can attach it to. So you have a load of different attachments that you can screw into your bike helmet or the car or your neighbour's dog or anything like that. There's loads of different things you can use for that. So that is what we use for our action camera. Now, this is another thing that isn't actually in the tech bag, and we didn't actually get any footage of, but this is sometimes what we use while we're filming a vlog if our camera runs out of charge. Now, we do use the Canon HF-R406 for most of our videos. However, if we are anywhere else and usually we don't take that out. We do sometimes use our phones. Now I have the Samsung Galaxy S2, my brother has the iPhone 4S. Okay, and finally the bag. The bag is nothing particularly amazing, it's just a kind of school bag that we did have and we don't need anymore because we're finished. Yeah, and the school bag we just it's got a little pouch at the back where you can put the computer in, and then it's just a big empty open space that we can put everything else in. The only problem is with that is everything does move around a little bit, but we do have a separate bag for our camera. We didn't show it in this video because we couldn't find it, but we do have a separate bag that we put the camera in with its lens, but we don't have a separate bag for the massive lens. That's the only problem. We have to put that in like a sock or something like that when we carry it around. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. There won't probably be many more like this, but if you want something like that, or you want a bit more explaining on a certain piece of equipment, then the likelihood is there's a review on our tech channel, so I'll leave that link down below, and leave a comment and I might be able to link you to the video. But until next week, guys, or next video, I will see you then. Adios.